Okay guys, here's another quick video on me doing a deal analysis, and I want to show you how fast I can do these deal analysis, and I want you to pay attention to how I do these numbers and how fast I do them so that when you send me your deal I don't throw it out immediately and call it a bad deal. Here's how to keep that from happening. Alright, so let's just take a look at the numbers. This is what most students do. They take a look at the number. Whoa, 600. I can get this for 668,000 and I can sell it for 910,000. I'm going to be a millionaire. Or maybe not. We're going to make what? We're going to make $230,000 on this deal. Okay, well, let's take a look at it. Let's go a little closer. Okay, tell us about this deal. You cannot be too specific. I want you to get down in the nitty-gritty here. Okay, then the $910,000 ARV, that stands for after repaired value, is based on spending about $110,000 to update the kitchens and the bathrooms in the entire house without adding any square feet. Again, that's without adding square feet. This is a small home with only 2,000 square feet. $140 per square foot is the average cost to build given to me by 4 general contractors. The market selling price in this area is on average $427 per square foot. Okay, this home is in the prestigious Pasadena Hills. I have included a link to the listings and the comps. Those are these links here. Is there an agent involved? Yes. So far sounds good. Might be a potential to add square footage. However, the student didn't give me any of the contractors' comps. The contractors' bids. If he talked to 4 general contractors, he should have received 4 different bids and sent those in. He did not. So I cannot then, I can't make any assessments on how to evaluate this deal by adding square footage because I don't have any general contractor bids. Okay, all he's giving me is the amount to update the house as is. Alright, so if he wants me to look at this as a potential square footage play, then I need to know how much that's going to cost. He says it's going to cost $140 a foot. We can sell for $427. Still, I need to know what are those contractors going to do. Are we going to pop the top? We're going to go out the back? Where's the survey? How big is the lot? Can we do that? Where's the zoning? All of that stuff. It's not in here. Okie doke. Let's keep going. All I can do at this point is evaluate this as a straight play. Buy or sell, thumbs up or no.
One thing I'd like to add to that is if you are considering adding square footage to a property, we need the comps in the area of sold homes to determine are people doing that already, or are we going to end up with a 2-story monstrosity for $2.1 million that no one will buy because every other house on the street is
a little bitty cottage. Right. Does it fit in? Will adding square footage fit in with the local zoning as well? There are some neighborhoods here in Austin where you cannot add square footage. They don't want any big houses. They want to keep all the houses little small cottages. So I need to know all that information. So far this is a straight fix and flip. So let's go down here. Have you made contact with the owner or agent? Yes, I have been in contact only with my realtor, Kathy Skill, who told me about this property. Kathy raised her children in Pasadena. Okay, so she knows a little bit about Pasadena. There is an offer on the table for $676. Well, he put up here acquisition price of $668. That's no longer true. Somebody's already offered $676. Okay, so that means in order for us to get this, we're going to have to offer more than $676. So the $668 price is already wrong. So you see where I'm raising 2 red flags now. One, a possible square footage play where no information was submitted to me. And 2, now the acquisition price just jumped from $668 to $676, actually somewhere north of $676, because if there's an offer at $676 and we submit an offer for $676, which one are they going to take? So in order to stand out, you've got to offer more than $676, so we'll probably got to offer $680. Okay. Let's see. Kathy Skill has talked to the listing realtor many times about this property. Seller wants a quick cash sale. Who doesn't? I found Kathy by following Stacy's advice to attend the REI, the Real Estate Investment Club meetings, and asked my escrow officer for referrals. Fantastic. You're doing a lot of stuff right. Okay, so we're doing a lot of stuff right. Found a real estate agent and went to the local real estate investment club, asked around. Fantastic, fantastic, but we've got a few things that are wrong. You told me the acquisition price was $668. We've already got an offer on the table for $676. Okay, so let's do some quick math. Let me show you how I do this. Let's go to Tools and let's do a speech bubble. All right. So let's see if we can do this real. Okay, here we go. So we have a purchase price. Well, first let's take the ARV. Okay, so let's just take a look at the numbers. We've got a purchase price, a sales price, a final ARV right here after repaired value. When we fix this up, it's going to be worth $910,000. Now we have to subtract. Let's see, we subtract $110,000. Well, first, let me do this. $910,000. The first thing we need to do is we need to figure out how much we're going to walk away from the closing table with. That's usually about 10% less than what we sell the property for. In that 10%, we have 6% going to real estate agents, the selling agent and the buying agent. Our selling agent that sells it for us and the buying agent who brings the buyer. They each get 3%. That's 6% right there. Now typically the rest of the closing costs are going to be somewhere between 2 and 3%, so anywhere from 6, 7, 8, 9%. I just rounded up to 10% because that allows for any gotchas. So we're going to do 10% of 910,000, that's 91,000. So the way I always do it is I just do times 0.90, and that gives us $819,000. Yes, I know that's a lot of money, isn't it? We just spent about almost $100,000 to sell this property. I know it gets kind of crazy, doesn't it? And that is one of the reasons I say it's a very good idea to get your license, because let's take a look at this deal. If you had your real estate license, you could potentially earn 3% of the sales price. You could sell your own property yourself. So you would sell it for $910,000 times 0.03 would be your sales commission, and that would equal $27,300. That's what you would earn if you were the selling agent for your own property. Okay, let's make sure I did that right. 3% of $910,000. You would put an extra $27,300 in your pocket if you had your own license. That's why I say you hear a lot of real estate educators out there saying, "Oh, well, you don't need your real estate license, blah, blah, blah." Well, think about that for just a second. Do you want to keep this $27,000 or do you want to give it to someone else? I don't know about you, but I'd like to keep that. All right, but this student does not have his license, and I am not licensed in California, so we're going to have to use someone else to sell the property. So that means we're going to have to give away $27,300 for somebody to sell this property for us. In this case, Kathy. Kathy's going to pocket $27,000. All right, let's move on. Now, out of that $819,000, now we have to subtract our costs. So we've got $819,000. Now we have to subtract our update, our renovation of $110,000. 111,000. So that's the renovation. We also have to subtract the purchase price. Now, the student told me it's $668. It's really $676. So if we want to get their attention, we're going to have to come in at $680. So we come in at $680. We offer them $680,000. And that is our purchase price. Well, my line's not big enough, so that's what we purchased it for. So now we've got 819,000 minus 110,000 minus 680,000 equals, let's do that math. You're not going to believe it. I want you to do it real quick with me. My bubble's not quite big enough. Let me see if I can make my bubble a little bit bigger. There we go. Make it a little bit taller. There we go. That is going to equal, now I've lost for some reason, there we go, 819, I want you to do the math with me, minus 110 to fix it up, so 819 minus 110, okay, so we've got $819,000. That's what we're going to walk away from closing with. And then we have to subtract from that what it's going to cost us to renovate the property. That's $110,000. So $819,000 minus 110 minus the $680,000 it's going to cost us to buy this property. Do that math, and you're going to be shocked that we're going to earn, if we did this property, $29,000 is all that's left. Okay. Now, do you remember what the real estate agent was going to earn? The real estate agent, Kathy in this case, if she sold it for $910,000 and she took her 3%, the real estate agent's going to do nothing except put it on the market, and she's going to earn $27,300. We're going to do all the work, and we're going to make a piddly $29,000. Now, that is why I say we've got to do the math. This is called six-figure flips. This isn't called $29,000 flips. If I wanted to take all that risk to make $29,000, I could be dealing in $100,000 properties. I want to deal in $1 million properties, but I only want to deal in $1 million properties that I can actually make $100,000 on. Now, the student said there's the possibility that we can add square footage for 140 a foot and sell it for 400 and something a foot. That's great, but the student didn't send me any detailed information about what we would do to it. I don't have a survey. I don't have building codes. I don't have the what am I thinking of? The city codes where they tell you, zoning laws. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Can we even add square footage? The student sent me nothing about that. He just said we can build for 140 and sell it for 424. Okay, that may be true, but what exactly do you want to do, Mr. Student? How exactly are we going to do it? Are we going to pop the top? Are we going to go up? Can we pop the top and go up? Are we going to go back? What's the lot look like? I need a survey. Okay, so there may be a play there to add square footage, but there is no play here. Okay, this is a no-go. Now, if you had your own real estate license and you made the $29,000 and you sold it yourself for $27,300, see how all of a sudden $27,300 plus $29,000. Now this is if you were doing the deal yourself. Now all of a sudden you're up to $56,000. That's still not a six-figure flip, but it's better. But it still doesn't justify taking all the risk of borrowing all this money. We're borrowing $790,000. We're borrowing $800,000 basically. There's risk with that, and we're doing a $110,000 rehab. Okay, the risk does not justify the reward, and I certainly can't do this deal with a student and make $29,000 because I'm going to give the student $30,000 for bringing me this deal. Well, I'd have to give the student the whole $29,000 and then reach in my pocket another $1,000 to even do this deal, and I'd be left with nothing. So, guys, you've got to run your numbers, and this is how you do it so that you don't send me stuff that wastes my time. Now, I've taken the time to do this, whatever it is, 10, 15-minute video to get very detailed with you about how I run these numbers, but in reality, it took me about 2 minutes to run these numbers and just toss it in the no-deal trash can. That's it. That's all it takes me. Now you know how to do it. I expect you to send me deals now that you've done the numbers, and when you submit me the deals, submit me the proposals with the numbers already laid out for me so that I don't even have to do them. I just have to check your math. Now you know how to do it. Now you don't have an excuse. This is how we run the numbers. And now you can send me deals that end with, that have an extra 0 here on the end. That's what I'm looking for, so I can move a comma over. And we can look at deals where we can make 290,000. We want that extra 0. All right, get out there and start crunching the numbers and send me some good deals. I'll talk to you soon.